Okay, hello, welcome. So this is online now. I had some feedback that I should consider putting speed modules in here, and I am gonna do that. Or not speed, but production. Wait, why is there 568? Seems like a lot. Wonder what beacons would look like in here. I don't want to put beacons here. But they would fit. So we're overproducing by 2. So putting these productivity modules in here might or might not break things. Morning, Mango. I don't know when the last time you were here is, but I created a mini factory for 2 assemblers. I kept running out of speed modules. That was the wrong thing to do. I was supposed to go 1 and 3. Hello, baddest. Wow. How am I now short greens? Alright, let's see. What do you produce? 1024 per minute. That 1 speed module makes that much difference. That 1 speed module more than doubles what's going on here. Did you have a good holiday, Mango? So there's no way you can keep up with this. I'm fiddling with this build. I should probably get to work on other stuff, but kind of waiting for my speed module to build up anyways, so. So now I'm going to be short on those. I'm going to need to add 10 more to compensate. I don't think so. And I really wish I had done this work in the lab rather than here. Boy, that's frustrating. Could have walked over there by now. Also, I'm going to need a train. All right, so let's see what's some good ratios here. With nothing in it, this is 7.5 a minute, 150 and 15. With 3, it's 5 a minute, so that's too much of a cut. But it cuts this down to 82. With a speed 2, we're only at a 15% loss. But we're producing more per minute. 150 to 127. So this is pretty close to the original. In so much as, let's compare these two. 7.3 versus 7.5. But the consumed green circuits goes down significantly from 115 to 112. And I can compensate for this 7.3 to 7.5 if I need to. Trying to figure out what's the right permutation of modules here. Question becomes, do I need to add a couple more here? Can I add a couple more here? Because it's not like I have a bunch of space. So if I follow this model, this should put me back on track. How close does that get me back to where I was? I'm short half a sulfur. I'm short quite a few plastic. That's surprising. You still think I'm short 2 refineries. And I find that hard to believe. Who here can bring me refineries? I would expect it would be you, but it's not. Yes, it is. I'm going to temporarily turn off these inserters so that nothing gets installed. Anyhow, I ignored the piece I was supposed to look at. So before I added those, I was going to be short. Now I'm over by 3, so I could just get rid of the 2 that I just added. So if I add 2 refineries to this, I'm going to have to add a red cracker. I've added too many yellow crackers to overcompensate. So I'm going to add these 2 refineries, maybe add these, and add 1 more of those, and remove some of the yellow crackers. I've got some of those already, so While I wait, I'll pick up some of these. And then if I see yellow starting to spike up again. You think I need more red? Well, you might. I might, but I'm going to redesign that so that they feed straight in. Yeah, that's where I want it. That doesn't work. Alright, now how are you saying my numbers are, buddy? See, I'm short a little bit of yellow cracking. And I'm still short of plastic. Hello, Major Mayhem. Good morning. Don't think I have room for another plastic on here. Really? You're outputting 3 belts. Oh, that's yellow. Okay, I have room for 4 more, you think, huh? Yep. That's a total of 14, so this should be after 7. So this needs to be moved to right about here. Needs to be moved after that. Well, it offends me at some level, but not too much. You're green, that's fine. You're overly full. You're releasing some extra. So I shouldn't need as much green circuits as I used to, which is demonstrated by the fact that that's overflowing. Alright, I'm short about 0.0 or 0.3 plastic. But the plastic is consumed by the red, and the red is overproducing by 30 because I no longer need as much red because I put modules in the blue and I didn't compensate for that. So I could remove 30 or almost 30 of the red. I have 136 of them. That's 34. So I could remove one column, but not really interested in that. I could remove the bottom part of this. Then I'd be removing some of that plastic I just built. Hey, look at that. Now I'm over by 4 on plastic. What a surprise. Those modules seem to make a big difference. Now we're at 12. That's 5, that's 6. Put this back where it was. Good morning, Etra. How are you? Thanks for being here. I'm making adjustments to speed module assemblers. I'm good. A little over on the green. I don't think I'm going to be taking that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Really? That's 12. I'm over by 12. Well, that kind of changes the layout of this whole factory there, doesn't it? By putting in those speed modules or production modules. I put prod mods and speed mods in here, which gets me pretty close to the same production level. Even though it says my crafting speed is down by 25%, I'm still somehow producing about the same. I don't understand how that logic works, but I mean, if I look at this, it says I'm going to produce 7.5 a minute and use 150. If I look at this, I'm going to produce 7.3 and use 112. So, considerable reduction. When you multiply that across 20 of these things, that's a considerable reduction in how many green circuits I need. And according to the website, it takes about 2 hours for these modules to be a payoff, according to Madzuri's calculations. 1 hour, 27 minutes. Then again, that's for speed 3s, which I'm not using, because it would way overdraw my green circuits, and more importantly, I don't necessarily need them. Because again, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to make max blue circuits, I'm trying to make max speed 3s. So I'm going to go take a look at removing these green circuits right here. Not really liking this music. Unfortunately, unlike in the editor, which is what I should have done this in, I can't test to see how quickly this works, and I'll never actually know because it'll take hours for this to cycle through. Really? Okay. I just had a disconnect message from OBS. That was kind of surprising.
I'm on my way.
Mr. Lurk Baddest. Appreciate you being here. Short by 1. So this is a 2x2, but we're going to split it to be a 2x3 and send one of them down south. But I don't know how. 'Cause it ain't like I got room for that. Well, this is what goes on the outside of that. And that's a little long. If I adjust it to be here, I'd have to take that one, fold it all the way back, run it down there. I'll do it. And then this becomes a 3 of 4. Not liking any of my options here. Now let's clean this up a bit. So it's not a full belt. Then again, I don't need a full belt. Blues are backing up. Still not full. This has got 914 in it. Total. This furnace build needs 800 all by itself. So after all this time, I'd barely be able to build one smelting array.
Yo.
Yo, smoking. Made some adjustments, added some modules. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm still getting used to them. They have such a long payoff, and I'm not used to that. So either that thing's wrong or it's right. Yeah, okay, so that's going up. So I still need one more of these. I don't see how, but... that's how, it's because I'm not using it all. Let's operate on the assumption that that thing is right. Yeah, I don't need... It's... The whole thing is preposterous at the outset, right? All of this for these two machines. And so I have to be careful with myself to not optimize the wrong thing. Because I'm not hurting for space here. So what am I going to beacon? Right? Okay, so if I build more, because this is a perfect ratio. Right? These things are all very happy. I'm under my belt limitations. I'm in my production limits. So if I build another one of these, it means that I basically have to reproduce all of this. And an important thing, Smokin', is that this is, in the future, this is going to be built at the same time that this is built. It's intended to supplement what's going on here, which is supposed to be building 500 each as well. So the thing is that putting speed modules in these resulted in not enough red and blue circuits in this factory, and it was crippling other things, especially red. So by offloading module production to the other factory, to the mini factory, I'm going to free up red and blue circuits for use in other parts of this factory that need it, so that I can keep my other production components going without, sitting around waiting for example, level 3 assemblers. So this factory's sole purpose is to build as many blue speed 3 modules as possible. If I were to double this, right, and then I were to beacon and module all of this to compensate for size, I wouldn't really be gaining anything, because those modules and beacons would be scavenging from what I'm trying to do. And modules and beacons are what I'm using for Bluebell, for the MegaBase. And I really don't want to mix up what I'm doing in terms of production. This is mid-game stuff that's supposed to get me to the next level, so I don't need it to be the maximum production. It's infrastructure support, if you will. So, and again, it's not a space issue. I could build more of these if I needed them. They're easy to build. I don't want to get myself in a situation where I'm using the modules that I'm building to build the modules. Yeah, it would be a net plus on the modules, that's true. But it's also only infrastructure. And once the whole thing's online, then I, might not even be using this. I mean, I still might need to build a Bluebell Speed 3 factory that is, beaconed and all that stuff. But if I do, I've got a template for that, right? I mean, a speed module, a speed 3 mod, takes 3 items. And if you go all the way up the chain with the other stuff that I'm doing, I could build a speed 3, speed 2, speed 1 standalone factory that does the things that I need it to do. But that would all be done, somewhere else. Maybe what I need to do is somewhere in here is to start building Bluebell beacon-based builds that build me infrastructure, because this won't be able to keep up with what I need. I don't know. I haven't done the Mega Factory thing, or MegaBase thing, so I'm not sure how much of that capacity I require, or if this is going to be good enough because it's at the right level. As it is, I still can't keep my freaking smelting array functioning correctly, because I obviously don't know what the hell I'm doing on this. It looks like I have enough capacity, but I don't. But I'm pretty much done researching over here, so maybe I don't need to upgrade that and I can just get busy with the next phase. But the fact that there's no iron train here and yet there's stuff waiting to be picked up, and there's the, you know, and a relatively empty. I'll be right back. That was interesting. I did not expect that copper train to be coming up there. I forgot about that. I don't think it's a big deal. I am seriously thinking about adding more iron here. Because this factory can't run out like that. Come on now. I got a bunch of stuff I need to bring in here. I was like, where the heck are you all running to? Oh. So there's 300 in there. And this is going to require 300, so I don't know that I need you anymore. Everything you might have, I can get from someone else, I think. So let's get the next train in here. I need some roboports. I think I need to put roboports in someone else because I need more roboports than what you bring me. And I need the landfill that's in here.